Hi, long time no talk. I wanted to have a little bit of a rant about one-sided vegans out there. And yeah, I'm going to be a little bit bitchy on this, but I think it's about time someone said it. First things, I want to start with this group called Anonymous for the Voiceless. And it's run by Paul Bashir and I forget the other guy. But they tend to be very homophobic, very anti-Palestine, very hateful. And I have one thing to say. Take the fucking masks off. You say you're proud to be vegan. You want people to know you're vegan. Take the fucking things off. They're antagonizing, okay? Do you know, and bursting into, it's just not cool. You want people to know you're vegan? You want to be known as vegan? Take the masks off. They're pathetic. Okay? I want to also talk about Paul Bashir and on his video with Ask Yourself. And their little digs at homosexuals, their little digs at women, and just their general ableism. I was reading an article about guide dogs, and pretty much they attack the disabled over having them. And they say that the disabled people, every single person with disabilities attacks their guide dog, which is not the truth, and that people should just make do without. Okay, you want people to come to veganism. You want people to become vegan. Who's going to want to listen to that crap? Do you know how many vegans out there are disabled that may have a guide dog to help them out? Quite a lot. Please consider what you say, because antagonizing people pushes them farther away from veganism. There are many disabled vegans I know that have guide dogs and feed them vegan and take good care of them and treat them like their family and would never do the things that you suggest people do. Also, your misogyny isn't okay. It's not warranted. Again, take your fucking masks off. Get real. I also want to talk to people who stand up for angry, misanthropic vegans. Get a life. Veganism is about love for people, the animals, the planet. We're all interconnected. You say compassion, 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 compassion. You could say compassion and sentient. You can overuse those words till you're blue in the face, but you're not compassionate unless you have a little bit of common ground with people you're wanting to connect with. If you go on the street and you scream at a pregnant woman as she's eating a hot dog, "You're a murderer, you deserve to die," do you think she's going to want to sit and listen to you? No, I don't think so. Do you think she's going to want to tell you to fuck off? Yeah, I think she is. Get your head out of your ass and start talking to people on their level. You know all these "I'm not vegan completely" videos where these people genuinely have health concerns where they can't go 99% vegan? Maybe they don't eat meat or dairy or chicken, but they'll eat fish. They'll just eat things like oysters that don't flop around in the ocean, whatever. They'll eat oysters, they'll call themselves vegans, and they won't eat anything but oysters from animals, and you still want them killed. How is that helping the animals? How is that helping your cause? It's not helping your cause. It's making it worse. It's better to be 95% vegan and still love animals than be 100% vegan and lash out at people and act like a total asshole and have more animals killed. Do you kind of see what I'm saying? You catch more flies with maple syrup than you do with vinegar. Although some flies go for manure, which is another thing as well, which is definitely what you guys are. And I want to talk also about the ad hominem attacks certain quote-unquote vegans go for when they're attacking other vegans that stand up to the bullshit that's going on, to the non-vegans that genuinely want to learn but feel that they don't want to go vegan and become assholes like yourselves. Let's think about the way we approach people, okay? Let's think about respect. All I see is veganism isn't about people or the planet. It's just about animals. I want to help animals, but I don't care if my mom dies because she's a murdering carnist. This is what I call myopia. I can never say the word. You're myopic. You only see one side. Veganism is a triangle, okay? When you only have one bit of the triangle. What about the other two? What about humanity, which is ourselves, and the environment? If you care about your environment, you care about all the animals and people on this planet, not just vegans. Although you could be like Harry Fuckofsky, and want all people dead, and want women raped so severely they can never have children, and want men's balls and penises cut off and put in a bucket with shit and piss and dumped on their head. You could be like that. Or you could be like a lot of vegans I've seen now, and I respect them, that genuinely say, you know, when I'm not out helping animals, I go volunteer at hospitals and with children and with the disabled and with the elderly, because ever since I've become a vegan, I want to help people more. And I want to help people, and I love people, and I've noticed my humanity stands out. Helping animals doesn't mean I can't help people too. And it's about time certain vegans got their heads out of their asses. Stop going into restaurants and screaming at people and calling them murderers and getting in their faces and antagonizing people on the street, calling them carnists. You know what? We need to drop the word carnist altogether. We need to stop labeling ourselves and labeling others. Why not just call yourself a person who doesn't eat meat? Get rid of the vegan label altogether and call yourself a plant eater. Okay? Or someone who lives off plants. You don't have to give yourself a label to be a vegan. And a lot of people who eat vegan don't call themselves vegan because they don't want to be associated with this misanthropic, one-sided movement. And to those type of vegans out there, I want to thank you for being true to the cause. You can't love animals and attack people. There's quite a popular, well-known vegan on here in the YouTube community who says, "What's the point of helping animals when you just shout insults at people, you threaten their lives like Vegan Gains does on YouTube, you call them fat, you call them ugly, you call them retarded, you're homophobic, you're anti-Semitic, you're any religious discrimination." Wink, wink, PETA. Are you listening to me, PETA? Are you going to stop your racist rants? Or you could be like Yonah Weinhofen, who goes after Chinese people calling a hot pot a bowl of shit or something, whatever he said, when actually a hot pot can be a vegan dish. So that's turning people off veganism when you should be explaining to them the benefits of veganism, a world where we all love each other and all respect each other. So, first thing I want to talk to these vegans out there who use violence and anger and hatred. But they use their anger the wrong way. They don't use it to help. The ones that go racist or homophobic or heterophobic or Christianophobia, Islamophobia, anti-Semitism, ableism, misogyny, any of these, childism as well, going after children and calling them earth destroyers, shit like that. Stop, okay? Think about it. Animals wouldn't want you to hurt people on their behalf. You always talk about what animals want. Why not listen to the animals and see what they want? They wouldn't want humans killed or attacked or verbally assaulted on their behalf. So stop and learn to grow up. This isn't the fucking playground anymore. Use your words. Use your compassion, quote unquote compassion, to reach out to people as well as animals. And for the vegans out there that understand what I'm saying here, that can love more than one thing at a time, thank you. You know, a lot of us have people that eat meat in our families, and a lot of us have people who don't eat meat in our families, and we love them just the same. You wouldn't want your mother killed because she drinks milk, would you? No. Just like you wouldn't want your best friend who's vegan to be killed. And I appreciate that. So for the sake of animals, the planet, and ourselves, please, please think before you talk. And again, as I said, you always talk about what the animals want. The animals wouldn't want you calling somebody a carnist or attacking them or being racist and homophobic and ableist to defend them. They'd want you to reach out and treat people with respect. So let's do that, okay? Leave a comment below and tell me what you think should change in the vegan movement. And I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.